Hey guys, welcome back. It's Tony Butler, Marketing for Humans. And hey, today we're going to talk about something that I think is really simple. And it's this idea that don't overcomplicate your marketing. Don't overcomplicate your business. Almost everything in life is pretty simple. It might not be easy, but it's going to be much more simple than you think. And I think one of the great mistakes that we make in business and in life is we try to overcomplicate everything. So, I'm going to talk a lot about that today. Stay tuned. Hey, before we do that, please follow this channel, like this video. It's going to help me get the word out to more about how primal storytelling is a revolution in marketing and we're going to change the world. Amateurs are always trying to complicate things. If you look at the top people in any field, whether it's business or sports, whatever, and you're going to see those people who have a deep understanding of the basics, mastery of the basics. And guess what? The basics are almost always very simple. Amateurs try to complicate things when simple most of the time is going to work. Like as an example, everybody knows how to lose weight. It's really simple. You have to burn more calories than you eat. But simple doesn't mean easy. A lot of times simple is hard, and that's where everyone gets tied up. Because simple and hard, no one wants to do it. They think that there must be a shortcut that's complicated or there must be some sort of complex secret, when in reality, you just got to do the work and get back to the basics. So the best advice I have for you in your storytelling and in your brand marketing is that keep it simple. When you're trying to tell your origin story, you're trying to get that out to the market, like tell your story. It doesn't have to be 100,000 word, dissertation of what happened, but you got to tell a story. Why did you do it? What got you started? What were those big obstacles that you faced in the beginning? How did you overcome them? Like what kept you going? And maybe even more importantly is why are you doing it now? Like that origin story connects. If you look at the Marvel movie franchises and look at how many of the origin stories they just pop and they're so strong and everyone just identifies with them because people want to know where it came from. They want to know what happened and why and how you got where you are. And don't underestimate this idea that if you keep it simple and you use plain language, it's going to work for you much better than if you get really complex language and, maybe you go out and you hire a super author and, they're going to write everything for you. Look, that's not always going to be better for you. Sometimes if you just get back to the basics and just tell your story in an authentic and genuine way, it's going to ring. It's going to do so much better for your audience than almost anything else you do. So don't worry too much about trying to be Hemingway. Just tell your story. And I always, I'm talking to brands and like saying, hey, listen, let's talk about your origin story. And then let's move to the transition stories. Like, how are you transforming your customers? How are you helping them? How are you making their lives better? And that transformation story is so powerful. And that's why, like, if you look in the fitness industry, every fitness person out there, they're showing before and after. Hey, I lost 30 pounds in 2 months and bam, I got abs. Okay. Because it's dramatic and everyone knows how hard weight loss is. So they immediately identify with it. But maybe you're not in fitness. Maybe you're not in a B2C, in your B2B. Well, what you're going to do is you're going to show how that customer was before they met you, what it was like when they started working with you, and then what was the transformation and how are they now and how much better are things and how much easier are their lives because they worked with you or they bought your product. Okay, two really simple stories, powerful effect. You can link them to almost all of your marketing. You can link them to your sales process. Don't forget that. So hey, here's my big tip. It's nothing, again, it's very simple. Keep everything you have simple first, master the basics, and then if you really need it, move to a more complex strategy. But most of the time, it's not going to be necessary. All right, this is Tony Butler, Marketing for Humans. Until next time, be well.